Hello everybody, welcome back. So we're going to talk about XRP, which is about to make a big move. That will get the clicks, maybe that'll get the views. So XRP about to explode, I'll tell you why. There's some similarities actually with XRP now to what Bitcoin was a week ago, right? So I'll show you those, starting with a 4-hourly and then we'll move our way up. XRP generally on the whole is actually a better chart overall. It's pretty good actually. I really like it. It's actually saved us a lot of pain throughout this consolidation since it mostly stayed above $2. For a coin which everybody said XRP is designed to stay at 50 cents. Don't you understand that? Crypto click, your internet videos. Don't you understand that? It's supposed to stay at 50 cents forever. That's its intention. Why did it start off on the market as a fraction of a cent, and why is it now remaining above $2? I don't understand. It's designed to, well, they didn't design that aspect of it very well, did they? Anyway, let's move on. The golden cross on the 4-hour has just been completed and retested. If you were to come down a little lower, you'd be talking 215 and a half. Then maybe you get the wick down to 211 to 212, which is your exponential 200. So that could be the case. That could happen. We've got a negative cross on the itchy cloud. It's nothing. You've got a positive followed by a negative followed by a positive followed by a negative. Don't worry so much about that. The most important thing is to think death cross has been retested more or less now. And if we look at the daily, we're pushing this 50 exponential. So we did it over here, bang, rejection, Bollinger Band, center, bang, rejection, 10 exponential. Basically, we're pushing this resistance, and the resistance is basically $2.20. Once $2.20 breaks and we stay above there, you start to use that 50 exponential as a support. You should basically see a nice big massive move up to 250, and then when you get to 250, that is a resistance. When the resistance breaks, you should be looking for much more. Now, we've been watching and monitoring carefully, slowly, over a long period of time actually now, to see if the momentum consolidation and the volume consolidation is due to come to an end. Momentum is shifting, and I suppose it should, because you've got your golden cross retest on the weekly here, and we're currently up 36%. At one point we're up 44% from that golden cross retest on the weekly. So that's pretty good on the weekly. Again, when you're looking to see 240, 250 break, we've got the break of momentum, the break of price, or at least the big breakout from a major resistance is around 250. You get that together, that's the new all-time high. Basically, should happen very quickly. I think we're getting ready for that. Might even happen within the next week or so. But definitely with this kind of setup on the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hourly, I don't really see why it wouldn't happen. Unless, of course, Bitcoin and S&P and all their best friends decide to come down, and then this will just come down through association with that. This is a bullish chart, golden cross retest on the 4-hourly and on the weekly. So you've got the short-term and the higher-term time frames, both complementing each other. And unlike a lot of other altcoins out there, you never got a death cross in the first place anyway. You just had a big move up, you had a general consolidation, and moving averages for the most part stayed in the appropriate places, or at least the higher term time frame moving averages. So it looks good to me, and we are looking for this to break similar to Bitcoin. So look, there's your 50 exponential on the daily, bang, 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 bang. And if you go back a week, basically we saw the same sort of thing happening for Bitcoin, bang, 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 bang. You go to Bitcoin's 4-hourly, what do we see? You saw the 4-hourly sort of making a slow, steady increase above moving averages to a death cross, to a golden cross, which was then used as a platform, supported from, and then ricocheted and bounced all the way up to the top. We go to XRP, what do we see? We see a slow moving average golden cross, which has now been retested, and I'll be looking for the same sort of thing. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, you understand that, right? But if I was to look at any charts out there and say, what does it look like? I'd say this looks like Bitcoin looked like last weekend. And when we saw that setup last weekend, we did say, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. And then since then, Bitcoin went up 10% or more. So fine, good, I like it. Bitcoin's good, reasonably good. XRP takes the prize. So that is that. There is nothing much more to say. Usually when XRP moves, all of its best friends move through association. We've got things like Algorand have been moving actually pretty consistently on its own recently, which I'm very pleased at. But again, there's still baby steps in compared to where it looks like, where we should be seeing it head over the next, the rest of this year. But it's been pretty good on its own. And look, if you want to do more of these sort of videos, you want to join on for the Patreon live stream tonight. We're doing that live stream tonight. So we had a technical breakout from this descending trend line, and since then 30% move up into the death cross. That's fine. So a rejection on the death cross. Something like XRP moving should take this up through association, because they are the same sort of thing, aren't they? The same sort of tech. And with that comes that. Just move through association, really. Same thing with XLM, actually. XLM is slightly better than that. So we had the breakout, technical breakout momentum. We were a bit hard, this isn't going to go straight to the moon, or I'd be very surprised to see it go straight to the moon. But as far as moonshots are concerned, between now and some point towards the end of the year, these are currently all primed for it, and being led by XRP's recent developments of strength and the breakouts of XLM and XRP and Algorand should, honestly, they should, between now and September, get back up to the previous high and probably new local highs, all-time highs, perhaps, maybe. I can't say for sure, but I think there's a good possibility of that happening. So, that's really all there is to say. So come on XRP, and then come on all XRP's best friends, and let's all see that move back up to the previous local high and beyond. Let's make a few million this year, if that's okay. Because if these coins do achieve even just their most recent local highs, I mean, it is big wins, really, for me, and I think for a lot of my general followers, because I've been so adamant, at least for this cycle, about the XRP scenario, and that has developed into a pretty decent win, and that win should continue to really push beyond a new all-time high. So all of these mean a lot to me, because I've got a lot of stake in the game here, but I imagine you guys are probably similar to me as well. Anyway, I'll leave it with you there. Nothing much more to say about it, just other than it's good. Will I see you on the Patreon tonight? I don't know. There's a link in the description below if you want to join that. Other than that, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.